Ow, my nose. I didn't really hit my nose. Well, first and foremost, congratulations.
Congratulations to you.
3 years on
Yes,
YouTube. How
yes.
about that? At least in the Do You Nerd capacity. So, yeah, that's pretty cool.
That is very cool.
Did you think we'd make it to 3 years?
No.
Oh, you thought?
I didn't think anybody would watch us for 3 years.
That's true. I did not think that we would stick with it for 3 years. Ooh, Top Spot is here lurking.
Top Spot first.
Thank you.
First one here.
Yeah, you should have put first. But yeah, so this is very interesting to think about, having been on YouTube for 3 years, solid years, and wow, she's actually tweeting out that we're going live. She's totally ignoring.
Nope.
Oh, you doing a little Inception video section?
Little video Inception going on.
Video game dust sleeves. What's going on? Thank you for joining us. So we don't really have a plan. We just thought that we would kind of kick back and chill out with some of our nerdlings, because I think we're still floored that we've stuck with this for 3 years.
Yes.
And what better way to celebrate 3 years? Oh, there's Cap. Do you want to take it?
Captain Algebra! It doesn't work as well as Do You Nerd.
Oh gosh.
I may need you to polo me a Do You Nerd
silence later. That with all those polos going out. Waves of Games.
Hello.
Who is that guy? And Atari Creep is here.
Hello, hello.
I don't think you'd be able to see Atari Creeper.
What's happening?
I think he's right. The Mega Man.
Oh, I was like, what are you looking
for?
It's like the Necronomicon's with Ash in the other
Smash
room.
JT, man, everyone's popping in. Thank you guys for joining. Gaming Ain't Easy, Austin. Woo! What is up?
Hello, guys.
So, wow, man, everyone's dropping in. I was kind of wondering if anyone was going to show up, because then it's like, all right,
nobody wants to talk.
We
to
went
us.
live. Goodbye. We're going to go back and play the game that Captain doesn't like us talking about. Speaking of, Cap cannot stay too long because it's almost time to put the kids to bed.
I'll just put them in here. We'll put them to sleep. We'll bore them to death.
Thank you, Smash, on the congratulations of 3 years.
Thank you. We didn't think nobody would watch us for 3 years, so we're very surprised and thankful.
That's right, Peter. Now we do have to talk to you guys. So first of all, I started off asking her if she thought we'd ever make it to 3 years. Anybody else wonder the same thing or surprised?
Like, oh God, those people are awful. How are they still here?
Oh, Telesplash is here. What's up, Chris? We got lots of Chris's in here now. And he's got a Bloody Mary.
Where's ours?
No doubt. See another
Chris.
Have a soda. Chris Dockwood, thank you. Top Spot, my output is greatly reduced compared to yours, but not. What's that? Not month makes. Oh, next month makes 3 years consistent.
Oh,
wow,
nice.
So you got an anniversary.
I think T-Belly was saying that he's been doing it for 3 years too.
Smash says time starts to disappear. It feels definitely.
I know. Speaking of that, I can't believe that tomorrow is 21st.
Atari Creep, bravo, gotten so far in 3 years. Thank you.
Thank you.
Tell Splash, between your marriage or YouTube, I wasn't sure which one lasts longer. What's that supposed to mean?
I know. We're going on 10 years for our marriage. I think that one's a good one.
So Peter asked, what has been the biggest change to your channel that you have enjoyed the most?
Lights and a microphone. That's like the best improvement.
That has helped. It's made it feel like there's better quality. It's funny because most of the time we do just use my phone, to record everything. So having the lights and the microphone actually makes it seem like there's something to it.
I will say we started out doing
Stu?
As like, video games and retro toys and stuff, but I was surprised to find that we're actually more known in the event circuit than we are in the retro community. So that I did not expect.
No, not at all.
But I don't mind because I like events.
Oh, Coffee Madness is here. So let's get energized. And Top Spot said, how's your quarantine? Well, we're essentials. So, and the stubbornness of Missouri, it has not felt like anyone has been quarantined because traffic has been the same. Like, places closed, but there's still the same amount of people out and about. So it doesn't feel like anything's going on here.
I will say we're both very jealous of the people who get to stay home all day and play video games and stream and stuff like that, because we have not had that opportunity.
Captain said, with all the abuse Tom takes, I can't believe it's been 10 years, right?
Hey,
thank you.
I know where to hit where you don't bruise.
Tell the Splash, I need to go back and watch your first few videos. Everyone's first or could be a bit cringy. They're
Please
a lot cringy.
They were like this. Hi, thank you for watching my unboxing.
We've got MC Murr here and Linda the Gamer Girl.
Linda,
hey everybody, thank you for
girl.
joining us. Smash says traffic is dead in San Diego. It's refreshing. I bet.
I have no idea what that's like. It's literally bumper to bumper here.
It is.
We drove by Walmart and the parking lot was, I'm pretty sure, more full than it has ever been. So yeah, nobody around here is like, stay home.
Top Spot says, I wish I could have stayed home at least a little, right? You know, even if it were just like a couple of days, just, you know, a couple of days, get a little stuff done around the house, you know, finally get this cleaned up, get this fixed, maybe get some game time in there, just a little bit. Retro Stu has been home since the 7th of March. Oh, wow.
Wow.
Versus Fat says, congratulations. Thank you. And then Coffee Madness. Love your smile. You guys smile. You have the best smiles ever.
Oh, thanks.
Thanks. And then Atari Creep can't be worse than my first video. It was all sideways. Oh, we were going to go the sideways route too, because you want to make that first one memorable.
But then we had a V8, so it was okay.
Nice. Cap says, staying at home isn't as great as you think.
Well, we also don't have two little ones running around.
That's true. Yeah, it's definitely different there.
We just have four-legged little ones running around, and they're not as loud.
Murr says, I've been locked in 2 months. No one stayed home. I feel dumb. That's kind of how it's been here with nobody staying home. But have you enjoyed that time locked in? At least, you know, maybe for gaming. There's so many friends in this chat right now. That's what you guys have cultivated. Friendships. Wow.
Yep.
It's, you know, the more you know, more. Dun, 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 dun. No, that's Dell. I don't know where I'm going with that.
I don't either.
Smash says, I'd be fine working from home if the kids still went to school. I think a lot of parents feel that way.
I'm wondering if any of parents are going to advocate for teachers to get paid more money now after having to be the students' teachers.
Nerd Stillery is here with us. Atari Creep has been home since March too. Jeez, guys.
We got my Lord and Lady Chamomile.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
Tech Wiz is here. Thanks so much for the well wishes. And Discard, man.
Hello, Discard.
You know, Discard's one of those people that has stuck with us the longest. So I don't know if there's, you know, something wrong with him or if he's been getting into Grandpa's medicine a little too much, but we really do appreciate it. I think he was with us since the first year easily.
Yeah. I mean, I guess the only other person would be Peter because he was here, literally.
Yeah, sometimes like right back there where
dropping games. But, oh my gosh, that was exciting.
We found out
our favorite clip.
We found out what he would buy for $1. Is that how it
$1?
goes?
Is it $1? We love you, Peter. You give us all the best personal memes. Ooh, chat's going fast.
Yeah, how does Camp do this? Tell us, Splash, you using a webcam for the stream? Yes, and
on a Chromebook.
On a Chromebook, and our internet is shit. So just so you know, if it's really bad on your end, that is
we're really sorry.
Why.
We haven't got our stimulus check yet to be able to buy a nice computer.
Cap says, hopefully parents are now seeing what us teachers see at school. I bet they are.
Yes, but the nice thing is though, as teachers, you get to send those little snot-nosed brats home.
And Mermaid affiliate on Twitch streaming every morning over coffee. So that was a cool quarantine development. Congrats, Mer. Nice. And then Smash, yeah, for real, teachers deserve way more pay.
They really
At the same time, my kids' teachers are struggling with Zoom and technology.
I just feel bad for all the parents with the young ones out there because at least you send them to school and then you have the summer break. But now there's just like home and then summer break and then maybe school again, depending on what's going on. So it's like there's no break for kids and parents because the kids are probably getting tired of the parents and the parents are getting tired of the kids.
Retro Tony's here. Nerd Stillery is rubbing it in that they're going to go play some Streets of Rage 4. We're holding out for our Switch physical copy to pop in whenever that will be. Discard says, clearly something wrong with me. It's all those flowers. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
And J-Chip, I've been doing quarantine, taking care of the kittens and mama cat. Nice. They do grow up fast, too. Murr's up to 4 cups of coffee a day. We got to get those numbers up.
How's your bladder? J-Love!
And
I see lots of slapping going on the screen.
Got G is here.
Hello, Got
Joe.
G.
Woo! Holy cow.
Okay.
Thank you guys so much for popping in and saying hey. Sorry that we are not the best at keep it up. We need to do this more often so we can get a good flow going.
Mm-hmm.
Telesplash says
it
all
doesn't help
teachers
that we can't see either.
deserve
We're
more
both
pay except the boater dog, Captain Algebra.
Oh. Which Cap, you
Big
still have,
Retro
you've got to do a
Show.
lot more to become an
What's
admiral.
up? Oh, Telesplash, this is Do You Nerd stream, but I feel like all my friends are here too, because they are. They really are.
We can pretend this is MGC.
this is probably as close as we're gonna get. Unfortunately.
What else is going on here? I can't, it's going so fast I can't read what's happening.
Lots of cheers. If there is anything that we miss, if you guys say anything specifically or a question or anything, please feel free to repost it and accept my apologies.
Is that beer? Just Mash JT giving us beer?
I'll take it. Whether or not that's for cheers, but yeah.
Cheers and beers.
JPGRA is here. Good to see
Hello.
you. One of our buddies that we finally got to meet last year at Mo GameCon.
Mm-hmm.
Discard said Animal Crossing makes quarantine a bit better.
It did, actually. I will say, because we quarantine ourselves on Saturday and Sunday when we don't go to work. So it has been nice. It came out at the perfect time, I think.
So tell us, Splash, to answer your question, how many TVs are in our living room? Just one. But in the game room, there's 3.
Are there only 3? Oh, yeah, we took the little one out.
Right now, yeah.
We had a little was it CRTV or whatever?
Yeah, like a little 13-inch TV.
Yeah.
That's what we had the NES hooked up to for the longest time, because having it on a super small screen just felt right.
Yeah.
Murr's whole household is on Animal Crossing. Nice.
It's fun.
Call of Duty Warzone has been great during quarantine too. Yeah, hopefully we will be able to finally join in on that. I keep getting messages saying that it's updated and everything. Every time I get on the PS4, it pops up a little notification that this update has been installed, and it's like, okay, you need to stop because I actually want to try this out. Telesplash, does the living room or game room get more time spent in it? It depends on what for. Living room, I mean, we do sit in there a lot just to kind of relax and everything and play the more modern games, but we do all the work in here, and I actually do spend a lot of time in here. I just need to spend more time gaming in here.
Yeah. Oh, Linda's beer fire.
So gaming ain't easy. Thinks the Final Fantasy VII remake was fantastic. I am loving it.
Me too. No spoilers, though.
Yeah, I think I'm at about chapter 15. I think I just started it.
This is my first experience with Final Fantasy.
So T-Belly is here.
Hello, T-Belly.
And Smash asks, what's your most nostalgic NES game? Most nostalgic for me, it's probably Dragon Warrior, because I was awful at that game as a kid, but I was still enamored with it. It got me into RPGs, and even though I didn't know what was going on, I would play it constantly. Anything for you?
For
NES? What? Most nostalgic?
Most nostalgic NES game? Probably the Turtles one.
The first one?
Yeah.
It's a pretty good one. Atari Creeps, what started you guys on making videos? So we made a joke one day saying, let's start videoing everything just in case anything were to happen. That
basically
we would have,
for insurance purposes.
Insurance proof. And
then people started like watching.
Yeah. So then it was like, well, let's just start sharing the stuff that we're into, you know, because it's like, you know, we like games, we like toys, we like board games and comics. So let's just start talking about this because it's just fun to talk about that stuff.
Yeah.
So Video Game Lover has joined us as well.
A donation button. We don't have a donation button.
No, we don't need no donations. Your guys' presence is the best donation ever. So
wow.
Thank you.
That was awesome, but really cheesy.
I'll take it. Top Spot asks, the last game you beat? I think it might have been Far Cry 5, because I think
so, yeah.
right after that
we started.
I started New Dawn, but then Final Fantasy VII Remake and Animal Crossing came
Pretty
out.
sure we got knocked off the bridge in Far Cry New Dawn, and that's about it.
Oh, not Little Mermaid, Lacey?
Yeah. I would say Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Little Mermaid, but I remember being more mad at Little Mermaid. I had fun with Ninja Turtles, and then I don't know why when I went back and played it after you beat it, and I played it and it was super easy, so I don't know what my deal was back then.
Tell us, Splash, calling us filthy, stinking rich. Right.
We've seen your house in videos, dude. Talk about filthy, stinking rich.
So
You've got like 5 Wii's stapled to the wall.
Stapled to the wall. Video Game Lover has a chill stream tonight, just FYI.
Nice.
Smash Dragon Warrior was the same for me. Doesn't hold up today, but for its time, it was so great. I agree. It is so hard to go back to that game, but once in a while, I'll turn it on just for a little bit. And we have not put the arcade one up together. Honestly, we've been busy. Our free time has been games, but because we're obsessed. But then also I've been trying to get a lot of video work done. I've trying to build a backlog, but it's just not happening.
And we also want to find somewhere we're putting it first before we put it together.
Ooh, favorite board game.
Ooh, my favorite board game.
Yeah, have fun narrowing
that one would probably be a toss-up between Ticket to Ride Europe or Carcassonne. I really like Carcassonne. Or Trash Panda is my new favorite, actually.
I really like
nice,
Trash Pandas
game,
but I also like Flux because they're super easy to learn. It's so easy to, like, even if you've started a game, that you can get other people to sit down and play mid-game. It doesn't matter. And it's the whole real easy to learn and real fast to play works well because they're perfect to travel with. We've played games with like perfect strangers at the bar or something, and I think that's why it's my favorite.
And there's so many Flux games, so it doesn't matter what you're interested in. There's like Cthulhu Flux and Star Trek and Star Wars. No, there's not Star Wars yet, but there should be. But like Doctor Who Flux.
Zombie. What's a house? It's that thing the zombies always try to get in because it has delicious flesh and meat inside. Big Retro Show, top 3 games that are mandatory in your arcade. Definitely, for me, it would have to be some kind of shooter, so probably go with the House of the Dead cabinet. Give me the X-Men fighting game, just because. And then, for me, Hydro Thunder.
I love Qbert. I'm terrible at it, but I love Qbert. And Burger Time. Those are my 2 favorite arcade games.
Try to back up, cut up again.
Here's a... Do you nerd for live stream?
Ticket to Ride is great.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I love it. I try to get all of the Ticket to Ride expansions. I don't really care for the Ticket to Ride United States just because there's not as many tracks going on. So I feel like it's like an easier game to play. So there's not as much challenge there.
I think Linda's asking if we will stream us playing a game together. Well, I mean, other than like this setup, we don't really have anything.
We have talked about getting some kind of game streaming thing and trying it out, just because I think the world would get a giant kick out of watching me be very terrible at playing video games because I'm a talker. Which is why one of the things I would love to do, because Jen reacts so big when she plays video games and I do the same thing. I think it would be hilarious for the 2 of us to sit next to each other and play a game together, because she does the oh and I do the same thing. So that's why we have discussed doing it, but it's kind of a down the road thing.
Cap, yes, we have played Betrayal at House on the Hill. We do have that one. That one is a lot of fun. I love the change up.
Yes.
Midway through the game.
I'm always the redhead in it, of course.
And Austin and his wife love Ticket to Ride. Slayer, Ticket to Ride. The board game does not have anything to do with the Beatles song, but it is a great song.
That is a good song, too.
Smash Flux, there's a whole series of them, often very themed out with everything from like Wizard of Oz to Farscape to Doctor Who, I think, Star Trek, just a typical like pirate one. And they're very safe for like all ages, so they're great family games and everything.
They are. They're really good games.
Best cereal, favorite cereal. I like old man cereal. I like a lot of granola based cereals. I'm boring.
Captain Crunchberry. That's my go-to favorite cereal.
Ooh, man, I feel like I'm way behind now. Peter liked the Greek tower game we played.
That was Santorino. That was a lot of fun. Or Santorini?
So
Santorino.
Qbert was a good choice. Star Trek Online is the best game for us right now. Coffee Madness. VKQ likes Qbert. Oh, Murr says Captain Retro has a Hydro Thunder I might buy. Nice. Los loves Burger Time. Qbert super hard for me. J Chip thinks I'm wearing a really cool shirt. So this is the Completionist, Embrace Your Beard, but a lot of people think it's me.
Yeah.
I need to just steal the design.
I know. I told him it is you.
And call it Embrace Your Nerd. Oh. Keeps popping up. VKQ wants to know why Dragon Warrior was left out of the RPG threesome because someone had to watch.
That was weird.
Well, thanks again, Cap, for joining us. Get those kiddos off to bed.
Yes.
J-Chip wants to know, Lacey, who's better at Smash, Cap or Tom?
Oh.
Is Cap still in here?
If Cap's gone, I'm going to go with Tom all the way. I live with this man.
Atari Creep, great notes for the win. I actually do like great notes.
I will say that Tom is nicer when people start playing Smash Brothers and doesn't just tell them push one button so that they can win a beer. BK, you know what I'm talking about.
Poor BK. Nice, Slayer. I don't practice Santorino. He ain't got no crystal ball.
Oh my god.
Stella Splash hasn't had a grape nut since my parents said I was eating too much sugar.
You really are an old man. You get to buy your own cereal now, and you don't even buy the fun stuff.
It's fun for me.
You know, I'm just mad that there's no more prizes in those those cereal boxes anymore.
Oh,
I don't get toys anymore.
Oh, nice, Cap. I told BK what every button did.
No, you said just push this one right here, and that's it. You don't have to push anything else. And then you just took off and stole his beer.
So, Video Game Lover asked if we're going to talk about Streets of Rage 4. We're waiting on the physical copy. We're not going to get the digital copy, so we don't have it yet. So really all that we have to talk about, I think, is that we're excited for it. She grew up playing the Streets of Rage games
with my dad.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So we've both got some history with that. Always love a good beat.
Although, didn't we discover later they came out with an even better version on there?
Yeah.
I was so mad about because she chicken.
We were very excited to get the version that came in the mock-up Genesis case. And yeah, they put out the Ultimate Edition, so it's like...
But it's $150.
Cap says, to be fair, Tom is one of the few people who have beaten me at Smash. He was probably smashed when I beat him, but, you know, I'll take a win where I can get it.
I don't know. This guy gets pretty intense when he's playing Ness. When he's Ness, all bets are off.
Depends on the game, honestly, which version.
I'm terrible all the way around. But I just have fun trying not to fall off the stage.
King Collector just got done watching the new Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
That looks amazing.
Cool. We're longtime Assassin's Creed fans.
Oh my gosh, so excited for that.
And I mean, this looks like they just took Assassin's Creed and the new God of War and just, you know, like made them kiss.
I'm excited because we love our Renaissance festivals and a lot of people dress up as Vikings at Renaissance festivals. So I'm going to feel like I'm just in a giant Ren fair. So it's going to be fun.
Atari Creep has tweeted a picture to us of a cool cereal prize today. Uh-oh.
You get prizes still in your cereal?
It was another ET finger.
Oh.
Murr's on the fence with Streets of Rage 4. 1 was his favorite and 4 looks weird. Yeah, the cell-shaded-esque look is kind of weird, like the fact that they went the more cartoony route. But I don't know. It's one of those things. It's like, I've got to play it. If it plays well, I can overlook how it looks.
Oh, jumped.
Freak of 4 has joined us. Thank you. Thank you. Retro Raider, thank you for joining us. Retro Pixel, Diehard Gamer Brothers.
Hello.
Man.
Hello.
Drew, is it Droob or Drew B?
Nice. Thank you for joining us, Video Games Monthly, plugging your own thing.
Yeah.
We're going to win tomorrow night.
Top Spot's got it. Assassin's Creed Ren Fair.
Oh my gosh, that would be so
Los is digging the cell shaded look. I don't have a problem with it. It's just, I guess, what I wasn't expecting for Streets of Rage. But to be fair, I don't know what I was expecting for. I think it'll always live in my mind like very pixelated.
Hey.
Oh,
But
who would win, Superman or Shazam? Well, Superman's pretty fast, so he'd probably knock old Billy in the face before he could even say Shazam. Is that fair?
yeah. Although Wonder Woman would kick Superman's ass in a heartbeat. So
thanks for joining us, Austin. Looks like he's heading out. And Mur said, fire coming out of people's hands and stuff.
Oh my gosh. That was my favorite part of that whole movie. Hands, lightning from my hands.
I think he's talking about Streets of Rage.
Oh, I was going on to Shazam.
And yes, King Collector cannot wait for Last of Us Part 2. It'll be so good.
We still need to play the remastered because I missed that game. So it's a good excuse to play it again, to play the remastered version.
So J Chip is asking, besides Final Fantasy, Dragon Warrior, and Chrono Trigger, what are some of your favorite RPGs? I do like the original Wild Arms. I also really like the Breath of Fire series. The first three I really loved. And Secret of Evermore on Super Nintendo by Square. It was another action RPG, and like nobody ever talks about it, but it was so different and so unique, and that's what I loved about it.
Telesplash wants to know what the next game will pre-order. Probably the Assassin's Valhalla game, maybe.
Yeah, that's the first one that comes to mind.
Yeah.
Die Hard's always in sees the game room. Well, come on over and see it for yourself.
Yeah.
Midwest Media Show has joined us. Thank you. Video Games Monthly, no super chat. How do we donate? Just you know where to send the box. Freakin' 4 loves board games. Went to Dice Tower Con a few years back. That sounds cool. Die Hard was playing Streets of Rage 4 earlier. Pretty good.
Ooh, nice.
Like hearing that. First favorite video game. Probably for me, Super Mario Brothers, just because having grown up on the Atari, Super Mario Brothers was, it was just like a brain burster. Like how was this even possible on a home console?
Yeah.
You go from playing
you go from Atari to Nintendo.
You go from playing like combat and everything, and then you have this
you go from playing with this little square that moves on the screen to actually looking like something.
So King Collector's getting the PS5 and Xbox Series X with the games. Nice, very nice. Looks like Peter's just raging. Jeez.
What's he doing?
Trying to get that back up there. Saying not playing Streets of Rage, just raging. Mur's got Evermore. Nice. Good. Zombies donating plasma right now, trying to put a stream on their TV. Nice. I think I might have mentioned it before. That's how we met Peter.
It is. That's how we met Star-Lord.
That was the reason why we started talking to him.
We were in line, and I was like, hey, that guy over there looks like Star-Lord. And then we got closer and saw that his name was Peter. I was like, oh, it is Star-Lord.
Retro Raider, favorite RPG exclusive for Japan? I don't know about Japan, but as far as like a favorite RPG that we never got stateside, Terranigma. I really want to get that game. I would like to get a physical version of that game. I've played it for years on emulators and everything, but I needed to finish that unofficial Quintet trilogy. So Quick Take Gaming has joined us. Welcome.
Hello. Do we ever tabletop RPGs? We played once at Dan.
Yeah, I think we were playing
Dan's
Hero
house.
Quest.
Yeah, we played that one time.
But mostly it's trying to get people together. That's the hardest part. And Slayer can't wait for Cyberpunk. Yeah, that is going to be a lot of fun. That looks so good. Video Games Monthly, hardest game you have ever played?
Mass Effect 3.
I guess that depends on was it actually a hard game or just difficult for me to like put up with, because maybe Casino Kid. Let's have a whole
That's just
casino
because that was
with
the only thing you had to
nothing
play.
to do but play one table of poker and one table of blackjack at a time.
I wouldn't say Mass Effect 3 was difficult. It just there were parts of it that were really pissing me off.
So Quick Take asked, how did you guys meet? Well, and Mers, check it out real quick. So thank you so much for joining us. We both worked at the hospital.
We did. We both worked in surgery.
I might have been making some other YouTube videos. Don't worry about those. But
his pickup line for me, no one believes.
She mesmerized me with her smile and her eyes.
Which I don't know how you saw with my mask, but honestly, he came up to me and found out that I enjoy horror movies and stuff like that. So his pickup line for me was, I want you to scream for me.
Be my scream queen.
Yep.
And it worked.
It worked. So he doesn't have an eardrum anymore, but
yeah, that's true. Die Hard asks, first video game console you ever played? For me, the 2600.
First video game console? Yeah, mine was the Atari 2600. I think we got that before we did have a Pong though. I think that was a novelty after the fact.
Peter was just going to bring up our origin story. Telesplash still playing up that he beat Sekiro, which, by the way, very nicely done. I like that. Cuphead was a cupcake compared to Sekiro. Retro Raider rubbed it in that they got Terranigma there in Europe. I know. And that's what messes with me because it's fully translated to where I can read it. Like, I don't even need a patch for a Japanese RPG or anything. Atari Creep. Curious how deep at Video Games Monthly Atari inventory goes. You guys need to hook him up. And then TJ asks, what's one arcade cabinet you would like to own? We've actually talked about this quite a bit, and I think we're on the same page with X-Men, just because we like the X-Men franchise, like the comics, the cartoon, even the movies and everything.
We've played the arcade game like crazy.
Yeah, so I always felt like that'd be a really cool
and
one.
I feel like maybe the second one would probably be the Turtles.
Video Games Monthly. We know how good you are with handhelds.
Is that a euphemism?
All right. So Telesplash. Here's a question I always love to hear from gamers. What is a game that is generally loved by most gamers, but you hated or disliked? Honestly, I think I would probably go with just the whole genre of like first-person shooters, just because I'm terrible at them. So, like, when I had all these buddies that were super big into GoldenEye and everything, I wasn't really interested. But I don't know. I never really played a whole lot of first-person shooters. So I'm always at a loss when people are like, oh, you should play, Warzone, or you should play Counter-Strike. A couple friends of ours were always trying to set up LAN parties for Counter-Strike, and it's like, no, I'm terrible because I don't play them. It keeps jumping the chat.
I know.
Down. I don't know if that ever happens to anybody else or anything.
It's so fast.
JPGRA, yeah, very upset that Mo GameCon has been canceled.
I know, and that's in August. It's like you guys had time.
So Slayer, you guys are definitely my favorite couple on YouTube.
Thank you.
Wait, how many couples do you know?
He's not
Top
cheating
spot,
on
the
us.
stones of this top guy. Slick top. Epic pickup line would have gone south real fast. Yeah, it's got to work on just the right ones.
Got to work on just the right psycho crazy person.
What game did I drop the most quarters on back in the day? Oh gosh, probably one of the Soul Calibur games. I had a theater that had an arcade machine and used to play that a lot, and a laundromat that had a Golden Axe machine. And me and my buddies used to play that way too much.
That's a game that think about it when they're asking what were we nostalgic for. Golden Axe. I love
that. Would have been a good one.
I forgot about it.
Freakafford name dropping Illusion of Gaia. Very nice. Coffee Madness with the very nice compliments and everything. BDB Entertainment, we're doing well, and we're going to pick up Streets of Rage for the Switch version. So we're waiting for Limited Run to send that to us. What actor would you want to portray you guys in the Do You Nerd movie? Well, I'm sure she has a couple of leading men that she would love to play me.
I don't get to be the opposite of those, so it doesn't matter. I feel for you, I can choose you, you can choose for me. So I would say for him, Jeffrey Dean Morgan. I think they kind of resemble each other, and kind of Negan pops out of Tom every once in a while with the whole like yelling thing, like, you know, like intensity. So what do you think for me?
Well, the problem is, I mean, like for your persona, probably someone like Salma Hayek could nail it, even though she's not a redhead or pale skinned, but I mean like that fire and the passion. So
it was like, you just want Salma Hayek. Like I said, we don't get to play with the other person. Or do we?
Yeah, I'm going to have to definitely hit this chat up later and try to touch on some of the comments that I missed down in the comment section below. So if I've missed any, guys.
6-player X-Men game?
Yes, that is the one. Because you could play as all 6.
Right, you're
X-Men.
saying, well, imagine having a 6-player
that'd
X-Men
be cool.
game.
And I think it was dual monitor. I've seen some that were like single monitor, but I think the 6-player one was dual. So Zombie met my current girlfriend under similar circumstances. Never knew the girl next door type. Who loves horror, considering I met her in Sailor Moon shirt. Nice.
Well,
So,
I wasn't boring Blue
Retro
Scrubs,
Stew.
but found out we had a lot of the same interests.
Hyperstone Heist or Turtles in Time? I'm going to go with Turtles in Time. That was the one that I knew more. So the one on Super Nintendo, definitely. Nice, Telesplash. I didn't say I wasn't going to play Warzone. Just don't revive me when I die. Top Spot says, we have way too many fans to keep up in the chat. We need to figure a way to cancel yourself so you can keep up. Probably. More recognizable, DK or Mario? Probably Mario.
I would say,
I
yeah,
think
Mario.
so. Slayer's technically a YouTube couple. Dongo, thank you for the congrats. We're probably way behind on this chat, by the way. And it just jumped again. So Sailor Moon hype. Retro Stew, thank you again. Cara Ward loves game rooms and Gamers Heaven. Hope you're doing well and staying safe.
I think Linda
Watching from
agrees with
England.
me.
Thank you so much. Found our channel on Sega Head's channel. Thank you.
Nice. Let's all do our best to get him back on YouTube.
Yeah, Sega Head's fantastic. So King Collector says he found a link that shows what games are coming out and didn't know that there were games coming out, or certain games coming out on PS4 and Xbox One. Very cool. So, oh yeah, she could see Jeffrey D. Morgan playing.
That's what I'm saying.
Nice.
See,
yeah, that would be good.
What is Video Games Monthly saying here?
Want to get a free game out from VGM to the fun is coming.
Seriously?
Nice.
Which one of you guys is doing that?
Awesome. So, Quick Take Gaming for us new channels starting up. What is one important lesson you learned about doing YouTube, or something you wish you knew when you first started?
Have one hell of a social media game.
That's a good one. Something I wish I knew when we first started was probably just relax, just be yourself. We were very stiff, very stilted when we started.
It's literally just a camera you're talking to. You're not talking to anybody else. And that is
they're literally right there. Wow.
I'm sorry, guys.
As for an important lesson, though, especially when starting out, I would say don't get so hung up on the tech. You know, as long as you're fun, entertaining, engaging, it's not going to matter what your videos look like, what your audio is going to sound like. That's stuff that can be fixed, you know, incrementally or down the road. We had terrible lighting for the longest time. And when we got lights, it made a world of difference.
The other
when
thing,
we got a microphone, it made a world of difference.
The other thing I will say is absolutely do not worry, stress, or pay attention to your view count or your sub count, because if you pay attention to that the whole time, it's gonna drag your focus away and you're not gonna have any fun. Just get on there and have fun, and the views and the subs will come.
So Slayer 6-player is dual. It does the one monitor on top, second on bottom. Uses a mirror to make the dual monitor effect. Nice. Freak of 4 played and loved Golden Axe on the parents' Commodore 64. Very cool.
Who was your character that you played?
And by the way, I think it might have been Los asking earlier, who's your favorite big YouTuber? For me, AVGN. I mean, he was the one that kind of introduced me to the idea that YouTube was a platform to do like something else. Like, I think before him, I thought YouTube was a place like, oh, you want to share like vacation videos or whatever, or, you know, videos of your kids or family reunions or something. And he was the one that showed me that, oh no, you could actually do something with it.
My favorite big time YouTuber.
I know.
You know?
Ro.
Yep. Rosanna Pensino of Nerdy Nummies. She is the one who actually got me started watching YouTube and trying to make fun nerdy nummies.
Uh-oh. Die Hard, a current girl I'm talking to is into horror movies, and he's going to try Tom's pickup line. You think that's good?
Hey, it depends on the kind of girl she is, you know?
Slayer, we would love to meet up with you and Megadan, especially at Galloping Ghost. Oh my gosh. Every time someone shows a video of that place.
Gas is so cheap right now. I want to take a road trip.
Telesplash says our mic sounds great right now, by the way. Thank you.
Thank you.
Very glad.
We're not using the one that you suggested because that's for filming. This is a different mic, but thank you anyway. I'm still messing around with those mics.
This car, it is definitely a marathon. That's another great piece of advice. Slow and
steady wins the race.
Yeah, don't. If you're huge overnight or by the end of the week, awesome. Kudos.
The problem is, though, you might not be that way later. You know?
But, you know, if you're not, don't be discouraged.
Mm-hmm.
All right. King Collector, I have a question. I saw this on Facebook. Isn't my question. If we have to stay 6 feet apart, then what about midgets? How far do they have to stay apart? I hope Video Games Monthly saw that one.
Oh my gosh. That's bad.
So TJ says YouTube isn't easy to be discovered on either. I've been doing videos since 2012. Just broke 200 subs around November last year. Well, first of all, congrats on 200 subs.
Congratulations.
That's an awesome milestone. Anyway, usually that first 100 is so rough, but once you've doubled that, you really start feeling as if you're hitting your stride. So that's a great start. Atari Creep, 7 years on YouTube. Congrats. Megadan, does Tom wear socks during filming? Nope.
Does he wear socks ever?
I don't have socks on now. I've got nothing on my feet. Naked feet.
At least he's wearing a shirt, though. There's sometimes I pop on and people aren't wearing shirts.
Mostly Dan. He's jumped in the bathtub.
I saw your sleeve on Instagram of you getting in the bathtub.
Does Tom wear socks during in the shower? This isn't weird science. Favorite music artists?
Oh, Bon Jovi, all the way, 100%. Don't even have to think about that one.
Wow, yeah. I wonder if Telesplash would be on the same page with that or not.
We both agree that Richie Sambora needs to grow a pair and come back and stop worrying about money. Am I right, Telesplash?
Nina, hello. Thank you for joining us. Nightwing Kid is here too. Thank you. Lots of people still popping in. Hashtag naked feet. That is right. Shoes, you mean foot prisons? Does sleeves. Dan's wish came true to be naked on a sleeve. Oak City Gamers.
Woo!
If I could, I would never wear anything on my feet, right? Especially out in public, just to freak people out. Telesplash happens to think Bon Jovi is the greatest band of all time. Nina, thank you. That's very kind. Demonetize naked feet.
I don't like feet.
Do you have a guilty pleasure game?
Yeah.
Do you not want to tell them?
It's a very guilty pleasure. Although I haven't played it since Animal Crossing came out, but I was actually getting a kick out of the Kim Kardashian game on my iPad. So, like I said, that's very guilty pleasure.
Video Games Monthly is saying all kinds of sweet stuff.
Now what?
Sweet collection almost looks like you grabbed a green screen to photo, which we know is not true. Yep. Totally green screen.
The majority of that stuff back there is from you guys
not
anyway.
The majority.
Actually, true. Not the majority.
Nice. Dan, how does one get a 5-star island on Animal Crossing? Curse you, Lacey. And me. I've got 5 stars as well.
I told you it's flowers. You just got to keep going talking to Isabel and she'll tell you what to do. Lots of flowers.
Zombie wishes I had a picture of when he teased his hair at work. Nice. Start a hair band. Do it.
Getting that 5-star island gets you the gold watering can.
Freak of 4. Name a favorite horror movie. Friday the 13th, just the series for me. I'm a Jason fanatic. I really am.
I wouldn't say it's my favorite, but I really, really, really enjoy it, and I like Cabin in the Woods.
And he said he believes his favorite Golden Axe character had yellow hair and a green outfit.
Mine was the half-naked chick, because, girls in video games can't ever have clothes on.
Top spot. Since it's getting weird in here, what's your favorite video game that features nudity? You just want to know which
Custer's Revenge on the Atari.
Nudity. Oh, wow.
My dad actually had that game. It had a velvet case.
Slayer, no, not Kim Kardashian. I thought Lacey was going to say Leisure Suit Larry.
Poof Poof Girls. I like the poof,
but they're not naked,
girls.
though.
No.
Megan Ann's stupid fences. How big was your collection when you first met?
Definitely not as big as it is now.
Honestly, actually, it was under 1,000 games because she got me my 1,000th game, which was Secret of Mana.
Mm-hmm.
Discard says, listen to Isabel for sure. There you go, Megan Ann.
Basically. You can't have anything on the ground. Like, you can't have...
Jason Lives.
Like, anything that's not placed on the ground, anything you've dropped, like your DIYs or tools, don't drop anything on the ground. Don't have trash on the ground. She'll get mad at you for trash.
Zombie grew up listening to Bon Jovi. Very nice. King Collector thinks you should play Resident Evil 7 in VR. That's what I've been saying. She won't listen to me.
Nope.
Matthew loves watching our videos. Thank you.
Thank you.
I love when you guys are just out exploring. Keep up the good work. Well, thank you. We cannot wait to get out and explore some more.
I know every year we change up our intro video of all the fun pictures we've done from the year before. So basically, I'm pretty sure next year's intro video is just going to be us sitting on the couch playing Animal Crossing. Just a bunch of those pictures just in a row.
TJ says it's surprising the amount of games that do have nudity in them.
Uh-huh.
I always loved the older games where it was like suggested or something, like Mega Man Legends. You could go into the marketplace and pick up a magazine and he would be like, uh-oh, these are adult magazines. I better not look at those.
Well, wasn't there like a mini game in God of War that was like him and some girls in a hot tub?
Yeah, but it would always like
pan away.
It's
like PG-13.
Tell us, Splash, do you have any pets? I swear you seem like you have a cat floating around that house somewhere. We do have a cat. We also have Toby.
Look at them, Toby. Look at the people.
I
don't want to look at people.
I think Paul. Oh, actually, Paul is right down here. Come here, Paul.
Oh, there he goes. He thinks he's in trouble. He's got a mustache. He likes to sit right there on that chair while we're doing videos and stare at people.
So yeah, it's not so much him floating around, but all of his hair.
Yeah, which I'm allergic to, but I love him anyway.
If you could mash up 2 game series, what would they be? Ooh. Can I cheat and say Mario and an RPG so we could finally get Super Mario RPG 2? Nina thinks our collection is awesome. Thank you. Thank you. This lovely lady has helped so much with that.
I even bought him a house. Well, I mean, he helped.
I was going to say, I thought I helped a little bit.
I mean, it's like I made sure we had a house with, a second living room so that we could have a game room.
Slayer says, your videos are awesome. Just enjoy you guys talking. I'm in heaven right now. You guys are just entertaining.
Thanks.
You're just laughing at us trying to keep up, but thank you. King Collector has all the Resident Evil games except for the new Resident Evil 8 that will be coming out soon. Do you have Code Veronica? That's one that needs to be remade. Peter, Toby. You guys like Ghostbusters?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, we do.
Doesn't that sound
Who's
nice?
your favorite Ghostbuster, Dan? Is yours Ray?
Egon!
That look he gives.
No,
where's
my
Paul?
favorite
Yeah, he's running.
Ghostbuster is Sigourney Weaver.
Toby looks like Cheech from Cheech and Chong.
Okay.
Wondering what Paul is doing.
Running away because he thinks he's being yelled at.
If knees bent the other way, what would a chair look like? Oh my gosh, that's already creepy. I'm gonna be up all night thinking about that one. Well, thank you again, Top Spot. Happy anniversary again, guys. 3 years down, more to come. Both set a great example for others, and I really appreciate it. Have a great
thank
night.
you. We try to be the nice, happy, smiley faces of your, if you're having a bad day. So, because sometimes that can just turn someone else around.
And there are plenty of times when we are having bad days. I mean, sometimes we will sit down in front of the camera and it'll be, where's freaking this stupid son of a just freaking, hey, Nerdlings, what's going on? But sometimes trying to turn that switch around to try to be positive for someone else might be the thing that makes them turn their day around.
Have a good day, yeah. Sometimes all it takes is a smile to make you smile.
And I hope Megadan is saying that his favorite is Egon, because if he is, then we just became best friends.
Did we just become best friends?
Yep.
So much room for activities.
Do you collect video game edition collection statues? Not usually.
Not on purpose.
But mostly just because of the lack of space. Like, we don't want to get them and just leave them in the box.
Mm-hmm.
We would want to display them.
Like, if we come across them for a good price or something, then we'll get them. That's why I said not on purpose. So, like, we're bouncing back and forth with the new Valhalla special edition with that big Viking in it because we're like, I don't know.
Tell us, Flesh, do you drink adult beverages? If so, what is your drink of choice?
Yeah. Ask VGM.
Like Ecto Cooler?
Ooh, yeah.
So, you're not as big on beer.
No.
But you do love your wines.
Because I grew up around people who drank, like, Budweiser and Busch and stuff. And I was like, beer's disgusting. Until I met this guy, and he made me understand that there's other things out there.
I had her try some craft beers, and it's more of a, like, to speak for you, I guess, it's more of the fact that they do different things so that like change up the flavors and stuff.
Yes, because I don't like hops. Thanks to Gaming Off the Grid, they have educated me on what flavors I'm tasting and that picking out what I like and don't like. So I'm not a hoppy girl. I'm a happy girl.
Nice.
But my drink of choice is going to be like a Moscato or rum.
And I'm a very seasonal drinker when it comes to beers. I like more like sours and
I love
sours when it's hot outside. But when it's wintertime, I mean, bring on the stouts. I'm all good. As far as hard liquor or anything, Drambuie for me. Oh, man.
Yeah,
that
Drambuie is good. I will say I am
sippable.
Scottish, so I do enjoy my Scotch whiskey. In fact, I had an aunt who informed me that Scotch is a lady's drink. And she even had it in a crystal decanter that she carried around with her, velvet-lined case.
Die Hard said, I use the pickup line, I want to make you scream. She replied, you already do. Whoa!
Whoa! Good job!
Megadan, who gets angry more, Tom or Lacey? That is
a good question.
Okay,
I am a natural redhead, so
who's driving? If she's driving, then totally her. She's got way more road rage.
I do have really bad road rage, but I don't crash that way. If I didn't get it out, I would crash. But I think both of us are really quick to anger, but we're also quick to not be angry anymore. Does that make sense? We have short fuses.
Slayer says, congrats, thanks for being positive. Well, thank you. Sometimes that's all it takes, to turn someone's day around. If you could be positive for them. Whoa, holy cow.
Oh, what's going on?
What's happening? What is happening?
I don't know.
Nice. Die Hard, or Gaming Off the Grid said, Die Hard, I prefer asking girls if they're from Ireland. Oh, and Die Hard's girls in the chat. Nice. TJ approves of craft beers. VKQ have not yet seen the Dragon Quest movie on Netflix. I really want to watch it. I keep hearing good things about it. It's mostly been just making the time to sit down and watch it, though. Telesplash, they're all screamers with gaming off the grid. It's true. Slayer hates IPAs, says hops are gross.
Yes, I definitely think gaming off the grid for my educations. I pull them a lot. And I'm like, okay, what's this one? What do I do with this one? So
Big Retro Show, if someone were to offer to buy your collection from you, how much would you require? Do I have to pack it up for them? $50, $100, $50.
Thanks, Quagmire.
Oh, God, gee, cheers to a good scotch. You know, I think that we had talked about drinking some more stuff just besides beers the last time we got together. Granted, that was a lifetime ago. That was another life.
It was almost a year ago.
Road rage hype.
You haven't heard my road rage. Peter has kind of heard my road rage. I toned it down quite a bit when he was in the car. Bye, Linda. Listen, Linda. We'll see you later on the islands.
So, Newt Force Thomas, anyone told you look like Andy Serkis? No, I have not had that one.
I don't know.
Die Hard like the Dragon Quest movie on Netflix. Really hate the twist in the last 15 minutes of the movie. Was it like a M. Night Shyamalan twist?
Huh.
Wave or Peter saying about you, it wasn't too bad, just a normal amount of fire and brimstone.
Your child was in the car, so I was trying to be really, really good. Of course, they can't really see that very well. I can kind of see that.
Megadad, in a karate match, who wins, Tom or Telesplash? Well, I think Telesplash
because he's been training a lot longer, duh.
But he doesn't train in karate, so...
I was going to say in pure rage, probably Tom.
Peter, I'm pretty sure it was warranted. Slayer, I'm a big dude like Tom, but I love girly drinks. I drink beer, but love margaritas on the rocks and vodka and lemonades. Actually, I love margaritas too. We've got a fantastic Mexican place that's like literally 3 blocks away from us. And it's like an $11 pitcher of margaritas. Oh, yeah. Peter, she was so young at the time.
Yeah, she didn't know what was going on. She was too busy watching Little Mermaid anyway.
See, Die Hard gets it. Yeah, it wasn't M. Night
It's kind of like how when I'm trying to say Sephiroth.
It's easy. It's only like 14 syllables.
Benedict Cumberbatch. Cumberbatch. Benedict Cumberbatch.
Benadryl cucumber patch. He gets there every time.
Oh yeah.
Telesplash said Megadad is getting a private lesson when we meet up. He's definitely earned it.
Private lesson in what?
Is this martial arts or like private dancer for money?
Tiny dancer. Seamstress for the band.
Wow.
We're cracking Megadan up. I don't know if we're cracking him up or if Telesplash is cracking him up, but somebody's cracking him up.
T-Belly's lurking. Oh, Megadan's hoping for number 2, I think.
Oh. I don't know if I want to watch or not watch.
I'm telling Nintendo.
What's he telling him?
That Megadan's cheating.
He's cheating on you? That's bad. Don't cheat on people.
Telesplash would win. He uses his wiener as a nunchuck.
I don't want to get graphic and dirty, but I had a bad thought.
What? What's going on now?
Oh, you know, a morning star?
Nice.
So you know where I'm going with this.
So Telesplash, haha, a 2.5-inch nunchuck really sucks though. Slayers and Megadan cracks himself.
That is true. You crack Megadan up on your island. He thinks you're stupid.
I know. Maybe that's why he doesn't visit my island.
I know.
T-Belly says we need more of these streams. Seriously,
I'm having fun.
We've thought about that. We've thought of
trying to do like a once a month thing.
Yeah, like a once a month either chat or maybe even like a pickup thing.
Die Hard fell over laughing.
Oh man. Yeah.
What do you guys think? Would you want us to try to do a once a month this? There's no games, it's just us in your face talking.
King Collector. What the hell's happened to this stream? We're talking about video games. It's now Dirty Thoughts. It's these chatters, man.
I'm sorry. I was in the theater department in high school, and they warped my little brain.
Telesplash. Tom has the island of Dr. Moreau going on. Some weird stuff happening. All right. I'm more of a Sid from Toy Story. She's seen proof of that. I had unearthed a bunch of my old G.I. Joes, and she was like, what's going on here?
Some of them didn't have legs.
So I would hold up like the guy with 4 arms, and I'm like, well, some of them broke, so I made them better.
Apparently those got into some military chemicals.
So what are your next goals on Animal Crossing? Well, first of all,
my basement paid off.
I've made some awesome improvements to my island, but you never come to visit anymore, Dan. So you don't even know what goals I've already finished. But yes, pay the house off. Definitely want to get that paid
Once
off.
the houses are paid off, then my goals are basically the golden tools. And I want to earn them. I don't want to go on eBay and buy them.
Die Hard said, I'll be down to join you guys for talk stream. Nice. Ooh, T-Belly, Wind Waker or Twilight Princess? Okay, actually, I'm going to go with Twilight Princess.
Oh, good. Now you can still be friends with Cat and Algebra.
I liked the darker story to it, and I liked characters like Midna. I liked the whole
I like her outfit,
the lore of like the Twilight realm and everything coming in. I think Wind Waker is a great game. I just don't think it's a good Zelda game. I think Nintendo dropped the ball. They could have made a brand new IP with Wind Waker and, not like divided fans. Not that matters, but the point is Wind Waker played just differently enough. It was so colorful and everything that, I don't know, I felt like they could have started something new. And once in a while, Nintendo needs a new IP. I think Splatoon showed that.
Yeah.
Slayer has a 9-inch nunchuck. Only 3 of it is external, unfortunately.
Got
Oh, Flicks and Comics. Hello. Thank you for the happy 3 years. Sid and Andy have the same dad. That dude was setting up franchises all around town. Sid knows it. That's why he's so bitter. Ooh.
All right. Bye-bye, get Big Retro Show.
Yeah, thank you for joining us. Quick Take has to run too. Thank you very much for joining us. And Chum Nasty, hey, what's going on? Thank you on the congrats. Zombie likes Twilight as well. Twilight Princess, I guess I should verify.
I don't know. He might like Twilight. He likes sparkly vampires.
Nutella. Loved her story. Of course,
Nutella? I like Nutella.
Not Nutella.
I like Nutella.
So King Collector is going to wait on Animal Crossings, playing Doom Eternal, Neo 2, and Walking Dead Telltale Complete. Nice. I need to get you that Walking Dead Complete.
I need to finish it. I did. Was it season 1?
Yes.
Yeah, I did season 1. I need to keep. I'm way behind.
Sid has to look across the window and watch his dad tuck Andy into bed every night. Imagine how he feels. You never go watch that movie the same way again, are you?
I know.
When we get a Punch Out for the Switch, man. See, that's another one. Nintendo has like toyed with the Punch Out franchise. It's like, oh, we have Punch Out, we get Super Punch Out, and then Punch Out on the Wii, and then you're just going to drop it. Like with the Wii, they kept trying to bring back certain franchises, like with Excite and everything, and then they just, that's printing money. Push that in the corner. We don't need any of that. Let's give Mario a jetpack, water, because why not? What's Mario known for? Jumping? Let's not do that.
Somebody's bitter.
A little bit. So Tyson is far enough from the legal trouble that Nintendo needs to bring him back. Thank you, gaming off the grid. That's very vociferous of you.
I was going to say, one of his special moves could be biting people's ears off.
Oh my gosh. Die Hard likes both Wind Waker and Twilight Princess. They both have their good qualities, and he leans more towards Twilight. See, that's kind of how I feel. I like them both. I just lean more towards the story and the world of Twilight Princess. But I liked a lot of stuff about Wind Waker too. I felt like it could have done better on its own legs than as a Zelda game. The zombie likes to make fun of Twilight.
You don't like the sparkly vampires?
Slayer says Sunshine was awesome. Sunshine is another one like Wind Waker to me. I think it was another great IP. Just don't put Mario in it. Mario didn't need to sell that game. It was a fun enough game that you didn't have to put Mario's name on it to sell it. It's like, make it its own thing so that we could see more and more of that, in my opinion. Luigi's Mansion, they had that Punch-Out movie poster. Stop messing with me, Nintendo. Tells us Splash, guessing Do You Nerd loves Mario Sunshine. What's happening, nerdlings? Look at that. It's back in the day gamer, Mr. I never answered my Marco Polo.
Yeah, people have been trying to give you free stuff in our Polo all the time, and you just never claim it.
Wrist controllers for the Switch and bring Punch-Out back. Nice idea, Zombie. Very nice. Have you ever seen High Score Girl on Netflix? I have not. Someone else was talking about that. I feel like maybe it was Sega. Well, I thought it was Sega Head, but I don't know if he does Netflix. Oak City Gamers. Hi, Do You Nerd, Mom and Dad.
Hi, sons and daughters of YouTube.
Tell us, Splash, the Wii really makes my carpal tunnel act up. Can't do it anymore.
Oh, gosh, yeah.
Just tie the Wii remotes on another body part and swing that around.
Oh. I was not listening to you, and then I listened to you, and I shouldn't have.
Nice. T-Belly says, we need a Wario World game with Waluigi in it. That would be awesome.
I feel bad for him not being able to be in Smash Brothers all the time.
Super Wario Brothers. Yes. Oh, back in the day, I just checked your polos. He didn't check the polos. He's lying. So Tell Splash is heading out. Kids are hungry, and I'm fresh out of grape nuts. Well, thanks for joining us, Chris.
Yes, thank you.
Slayer, back in the day, I love the Eat It series, and of course, everything you do. Did you sent him a polo about the Sour Patch Kids cereal, didn't you?
Who?
Tony? Because you got
No, I forgot to.
You got that cereal mostly.
I did get the Sour Patch cereal because Tony made a video with it in it, and I was like, oh, I really want to try that because I love Sour Patch Kids. That is a very strange cereal.
But you used milk.
I used milk. Yes. And it's weird because it's sour like Sour Patch Kids, but I mean, it's sour and sweet. But the problem is when you're eating it with milk, my brain is telling me my milk has gone bad. So I think I'm eating a soured like milk and everything, but then it's good. I don't know. It's really weird.
So Herb Wars is here. Thank you for joining us. And Zombie's glad that someone else eats grape nuts. Telesplash is going to see us in 3 years.
Play Animal Crossing.
Back in the day, it says cereal's crap, especially with energy drinks.
I would imagine so. Yeah, I would guess so.
And let's see.
You know what is good, though? Fruit Loops Pop-Tarts. Those are amazing.
Freak of 4, how many games roughly have you completed? I honestly don't know a number. I wouldn't even know where to ballpark that because I used to have a running list. So it's kind of very much Indiana or Henry Jones Sr. I wrote it down. I have to remember. But yeah, I mean, there were a ton on Super Nintendo and PS1 because those were the systems that, because of my age at the time, I had the most time to play games. So, I mean, I knocked out a lot on those two. So yeah, I couldn't even ballpark a number.
Like NES Addict has joined us and Cap is back. Hello, Captain. We've been talking about you. We were having Waker Twilight Princess discussion, and you'd be happy to know that Tom went with Twilight Princess over Wind Waker.
So Newt Force says, what retro game do you wish you could immerse yourselves into and play on the PlayStation VR? If I could have like a good fantasy setting, so like maybe a Final Fantasy game, that would be a lot of fun. Take something like from Final Fantasy 9 where they, went back to the fantasy element, or with 6 with kind of the whole steampunk before steampunk was a thing. I would go with that. And what's your holy grail for the toy room?
Oh, goodness, I don't know. I'd have to think about that. I'm always so busy trying to help him find that for video games. I don't think about that for my toys.
So
Teddy Ruxpin probably.
Oh,
because I had Teddy Ruxpin, and I got rid of him, I guess, or my mom got rid of him at one point because his eyeballs had been poked out accidentally. They were blinking, and I wanted to feel them blink, and I poked him out. But I wish I hadn't gotten rid of him. Actually, no, I remember now exactly what I'm looking for. But Teddy Ruxpin is one of them. I had this, and it was literally my favorite toy growing up as a kid. And then, like you do when you grow up, you sell your toys. I had the Silverhawks jet plane. Do you remember what it was called?
I don't remember.
But it was the kind that the wings popped out of the back. I don't remember what it was called. I have a picture of it. But I really, really regret that because now anytime I do find it, it's like $80 or $100. Oof. And I bought it at a garage sale probably for 50 cents. And that has been my holy grail of trying to relocate that toy.
So Flicks and Comics asked, are you guys Kingdom of Hearts fans? Several people have recommended it to me, but I don't know which console it's for. So Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2, I do remember were on PS2. And then 3 eventually made it to 4. There were a bunch of little side stories on all kinds of systems. I know like GBA, DS, maybe 3DS. I know that there's a nice compilation collection out there that has, I believe, all of the games on one. Someone here might know a little better. The problem is I tried multiple times to play the first one. I could not get into the first one. I really wanted to. I like Disney stuff. And I mean, I loved Square properties, Final Fantasy stuff. So I really wanted to get into the games, but they never hooked me. I've thought of getting that collection with all of the games, though, and giving it another shot. And then Die Hard is asking if that's a cartoon Tom. So that's actually the completionist, but you're not the first to think that's me, and I kind of want to steal his design and just make that me anyway.
Just FYI. There it is right there. So
NES Addict says that he loves Do You Nerd. Thank you very much. We're pretty fond of you too, Jay. Just saying. I'm sorry that we couldn't have been there with everybody else invading your house last year.
Yeah.
Cap says that's because Tom is my brother from another mother. Sour cereal. Slayer loves the big Sour Patch Kids.
I like the littler ones better. I think they have a better flavor and texture. Like they're more sourer.
Ooh, Cap wishes he still had his Teddy Ruxpin.
Me too. I found at a flea market Grubby. Because I had Teddy Ruxpin and Grubby. And I got rid of both of them. And I've been able to get a hold of Grubby, not Teddy Ruxpin.
Zombie might have an extra Teddy Ruxpin. Just saying. So, try to work something out.
Oh.
Get him a signed copy of Epic Tea Party. Or Epic Monster Tea Party.
Monster Tea Party.
The King and Queen can sign it for you.
I know. We totally need to make a costume around those and cosplay as Lord and Lady Chamomile.
So, favorite NES game? I
don't know.
If I went with a more typical pick, probably Super Mario Brothers 2. I was always so fascinated by that because it was so obviously so different from the first one. But beyond that, I mean, as far as like games that it doesn't feel like a lot of people talk about, probably the Guardian Legend. That's why I was so stoked when Captain played it, because it was like, finally someone knows how good this game is.
I wouldn't say it was my favorite, but I did enjoy Super Mario Brothers 2 because it was the first time I got to play as a girl. I loved playing as Princess Peach.
Die Hard's younger brother still has his Teddy Ruxpin.
People are rubbing it in.
And VKQ hasn't heard Silverhawks in ages. Nice.
Not a lot of people have.
Ooh, you know what, VGM? I think my favorite NES game is Bubble Bath Babes, and I don't have that. If you want to just send that, that's fine.
Oh, Bubble Bobble?
No, don't confuse them.
La la la. There's so much going on.
T-Belly had the whole set of Skyhawks. Oh my gosh.
Wow. I just wanted the jet. Mine didn't have the nose cone or any of the bullets of it.
Oh, Nina would kill for a Teddy Ruxpin. Watch out, Die Hard.
I had a bunch of the tapes and books too, and I loved listening to Teddy tell me all these stories.
VKQ says the PS4 Kingdom Hearts collection is worth it, and I think there's some name drops here, all in one. So that might be the full-on collection one. NES Addict, sorry I'm not responding, I'm flossing, and I 100% guarantee he's got some awesome Mario-themed floss set up too. I'm just saying, the Nintendo oddity we've yet to see. Oh, Slayer, Alien Nation, yes, when the aliens drank sour milk to get drunk. Oh
God, yeah, I think that's when I stopped watching the show. They
dissolved in salt water.
I think that's when I stopped watching the show, when the human cop guy was trying to be with the alien chick, and he made his milk soured so that he could be with her, and he got sick. So did I.
Captain, what's your favorite NES LJN game? You're funny. You're funny.
Jaws.
Funny guy. Funny guy. Friday the 13th.
We've destroyed so many copies
because
of that.
I love the cover. It's Part 7 Jason. Right when he's coming in the door after killing Vanessa, and he's got the axe raised, and he's going to toss it across the room.
Push him up. Push him up.
Tom and Lacey have superpowers. What will it be?
Superpowers?
I guess that depends on if I get to choose the superpower, or what
is
would
it
be
like
the superpower.
Misfits where they're kind of crappy superpowers.
If it were Misfits, I would probably have a lame power, and anything green I could turn to red. If I could choose one, probably time travel, because I don't know, I'd like to mess up history.
I think mine would probably be teleportation or flying.
Be a jumper, huh?
Yeah. I just like the idea of hey, you want to have dinner in Italy? Let's go.
So Zombie was a Silverhawk for Halloween.
Oh,
nice.
Wow. Nice.
Jay says he sucks at shooters. Sorry, Creep. I would play my dice clay tapes and Teddy Ruxpin. That is awesome.
Did he move his mouth to it?
Oh my gosh. Ooh, Leprechaun, what was your favorite Renaissance fair? Oh.
My favorite Renaissance fair is Oklahoma City, at Muskogee, the castle.
That is a really, really good one. Oak City Gamers, by the way, thank you for joining us.
Yes. It is a tough call between that one and Kansas City. Kansas City is the first one I ever went to, Kansas City Renaissance Fair. But I don't know. There's something different about Oklahoma. I'm sorry, home state pride, but...
Oh, Nina has over a dozen Cabbage Patch Kids. Very nice.
Wow.
That's cool.
I don't think I have any of my Cabbage Patches left.
Save the cheerleaders. Save the world. The little Siler thing across the forehead.
Oh, so you're just going to suck everybody's power in?
Why choose one? You could have them all.
Well, you could be nicer and have, oh gosh, I forgot what his name was, but the one that just touched you and then took your power, but he didn't take it from you. He just replicated it. It wasn't Nathan. Nathan was his brother. I don't remember.
By the way up here, Jay said, I saw Grubby for $1 and passed.
What?
He's crazy.
I think I paid like $10 for my Grubby.
And Zombie said you had the Mirage from Silverhawks Lucky. What's the Mirage?
I don't know. Is that what that toy was? Or is he talking to somebody else?
Hey, Chum, thanks for joining us. Really appreciate it. Tony says dice rules. And Atari Creep says 10-4 to that. So Peter says, my favorite was KC, where Justin and I got tunics to match Tom, and we became a gang.
That was great.
Although my favorite part was when you were singing about the turkey leg.
Oh, I know. Because everybody actually thought you worked there when you were just walking around playing your... I almost called it a DeLorean. When you were walking around playing your DeLorean.
Wow. He's a talented man.
He is. He's really strong, too.
Open the door.
Can you play that on there?
Nina would want to teleport to NES Addict. What year were you born?
This guy right here was 79. Do you know what year I was born?
82.
Nice.
Damn, nice. Nice way to go, Jay. Try to put me on the spot like that.
Do you know my birthday?
Nope. It's in August or something.
Yes, it is.
Okay. Who's your celebrity crush?
Mine? My celebrity crush is going to either be, it's probably 100% always going to be Ryan Reynolds. Very, very closely followed by, now I feel bad because his name literally just flew out of my brain.
Well,
Jason Momoa. Who's your celebrity crush?
I don't know that I have one, honestly. I don't know. I'm not big on movies or TV, so I don't like follow anyone enough.
You like Emma Stone.
When she's a redhead.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
Selma Hayek.
Yeah, give me Emma Stone as a redhead. Die Hard, how long have you been married? It will be 10 years this October.
We got married 10-10-10.
Cap says, I want to be in a gang with Peter and Tom.
You guys would look awesome. I don't know if I have that picture on my phone.
So VKQ, you ever going to do another card pack video unboxing? Those Gordon Shumway cards you got were too cool. Those
Video Games Monthly.
Pretty cool. Yeah, I'm not sure if they're still doing the trading cards monthly thing or not. We actually had a big box of cards that we were going to go through, and honestly, it's just been a timing thing, trying to sit down to film stuff.
Yeah.
Peter got to see a little bit of that when he still lived in the area. Sometimes we'll have lined up. I mean, we'll have a list on the fridge of videos that we want to shoot that never
get off the ground.
Of course, a handful of those we actually do shoot the video, and it just never gets made. There's a huge folder on the computer. They're dead on arrival projects, which is a shame. So Zombie says the jet from Silverhawks is called the Mirage. So there
is that
you
what
go.
It was called?
That might be out to. I know. Atari Creep says 79 and 82 babies. Tony,
see, they called it Spirit Hawk Vehicle Silverhawks Vintage. Whatever.
Maybe try looking for the Mirage. You might find a better
Mirage.
deal.
Okay, I will do that. Let me write
that down. So Tony says,
write that down.
I just bought the villain from Silverhawks a couple of weeks ago for no reason. Was it no reason, or were you drunk eBaying?
Like when you bought Castle Grayskull.
Or was it to go with Castle Grayskull?
Is he going to sit on top of it?
Nina says, y'all are gave her a couple goals. Well, thank you very much. Die Hard was born in 72.
I remember we were talking about that the other night.
That's already Creep. 10-10, the day of Amico. I know. Hey, maybe we should have Tommy Tallarico do something for our 10th anniversary. Just all the 10s. Paul's biting my feet. Ooh, NES Addict. Ali Larder for me. It's a good pick. Good pick. Cap says Sophie Turner or Emilia Clarke. Oh, Sophie Turner actually doesn't make a bad redhead. I'm kind of partial to redheads, gotta say that.
So you're a gaming I said gaming off the grid. You are probably a gaming off the grid fan, but a Game of Thrones fan. That's what I was trying to say.
Oh yeah, he probably liked her a lot on that.
She wasn't naked a lot in that one.
Then Dren has joined us.
Sorry,
thank you.
The other one.
Die Hard said 10-10-10. How cool is that?
I know. I wanted to make sure it would be a fun, easy to remember date.
So NES Addict, favorite Home Alone 1 or 2?
1, I think. Yeah. There's just something fun about that one. I don't think they captured it quite as well with number 2. Although I do enjoy Tim Curry in anything.
That was basically going to be my answer. I think the better movie is the first one, but I mean, Tim Curry in anything makes it that much better. So
it's the only reason I watched it when I was a kid, because I hate clowns. But it was Tim Curry, so I had to watch it.
Speaking of, Jay needs Castle Grayskull. He got it when he was 4 or 5. Nice.
Doesn't Tony have 2 of them because he bought 2 of them?
And then Classic Modern Gaming is here. I'm at work, but had to stop and make a statement. Here's to another 3 years on YouTube for the legendary duo. Well, thank you very much. Really appreciate you stopping in. I
will say Castle Grayskull is the one thing we always see all the time at flea markets.
But the price
they are pricey.
Varies.
Yes, they are pricey, but they're always there.
Like sometimes you'll find a good deal for like $60, but it's missing like everything.
Yeah.
And then other times it'll have like 2 extra bits, but it'll be like $90.
Mm-hmm.
VKQ says, would love to see that folder shown maybe as a Do You Nerd uncensored release.
If we ever make it to DVD, it'll be on the extras.
Yeah, DVD. I don't think anyone does.
Do we do DVDs? I'm old. Okay, leave me alone.
Cap loved Game of Thrones until the second half of the last season when they ruined the entire show.
I haven't watched the last season.
King Collector has never watched Game of Thrones.
I think the last episode I watched was Hold the Door. So
VKQ says celeb crush for me, old school here, Marilyn Monroe. That's a good choice though.
Nice.
Keeping it classy.
Yeah.
Are we Doctor Who fans? Old or new?
Very much so.
We are. We
New.
haven't. Yeah, we're more new. We haven't delved into a whole lot of the older stuff. We were trying to collect some of the DVDs, which of course is difficult because of all the missing episodes. And we do like to try to do stuff sequentially when possible.
Yes.
As for me, I think it's Capaldi now. I really liked Capaldi. I don't know. There was an air about him. He very much had like a Hartnell feel to him, and I think that's what drew me. So thank you, JPGRA, for the congrats. Gonna see us later. Going to bed and going to work tomorrow. Stay safe, buddy.
Bye bye.
Nerds are awesome.
They really are. We love all of our nerdlings.
Nice. Cap Laserdisc.
What are those weird big square ones that look like floppy disks? Do you know what those are called?
Are those the VCDs?
I don't know, but they're
the
like
ones
huge.
That they're like in the case until you put it in the player, and then like the player actually pulls it out.
We see those a lot too. Those are weird.
God, gee, no joke. Our buddy that owns the barber shop has an effing huge Laserdisc collection. It's so badass. Mark the Game Shark here on YouTube. I think he's got a really big Laserdisc collection. He's always showing those off. Trent says, you're only as old as your inner child with responsibilities. I like that. Zombie, first celebrity crush I had, Daryl Hannah when she was in Splash.
My very first celebrity crush was Arnold Schwarzenegger. In Conan the Barbarian.
From Conan, no less.
Yes. From Conan the Barbarian. Or no, Conan the Destroyer. I liked that one.
Oh, yeah. Better get it right. What about the promised? I was kingdomed. So, looks like we're going to have to get all this extra footage together and put on a laser disc. So the question is, though, Cap, do you even have a laser disc player? He's probably typing right now. Like, come on, Tom. Of course I do.
That was a really good Cap.
And speaking of Cap, he said mine was Gina Davis in A League of Their Own.
Oh, there's no crying in baseball.
Coffee Madness, get in the chopper.
Get to the chopper. Get your ass to Mars.
Jay, Mark the Game Shark is old school YouTube. No, it's not the tumor. Jay says, mine was Jodie Sweetin from Full House, the middle child.
Pin a rose on your nose.
Oh, Cap, nope, I'll buy one just for you. That one laser disc.
That's
this is the
so
only
sweet.
thing I watch on it. Oh, that's great.
That is too funny.
Although I will say, speaking of laser discs, I always check whenever we're at like a flea market or something, and you see like the booth with just tons of random electronics, you know, mostly like more useless stuff now. I always check just in case, hoping for that one day when I'm looking closely, and there it is, Pioneer Laser Active. That'd be cool. It'd be very cool.
That'd be cool.
Be like $5. I don't know what that is. I think it's some kind of CD player.
I couldn't get my DVDs to play in that daggum thing. That's the way people talk around here, by the way.
Says Gina Davis is a redhead versus brunette. That's tough.
Redheads.
Yeah, G. Pre or post meth for Jodie Sweetin. Oh my gosh. Then Die Hard. What's your top 3 favorite Christmas movie? Is our Die Hard, Home Alone, and Gremlins. Ooh. I don't know. I don't really watch a whole lot of stuff around Christmas time.
No, I have more Halloween movies.
I'm a Grinch when it comes to Christmas. She doesn't like that about me. But I do like your selections. Because I feel like I would put Gremlins in there.
I would have to say my favorite Christmas movie is probably Dolly Parton's Smoky Mountain Christmas. Because I watched it all the time when I was a kid.
By the way, Jay says pre, obviously, but I'll take post now. What about during? Got G.
Yeah, I'm more of a Halloween girl than a Christmas girl.
Freaka 4 grew up on the old Doctor Who show. Very excited to see BBC has started releasing the older Doctor Who show,
Except for the ones I've lost.
on Blu-ray. But they have been working at putting them together in like animated form, which I think that's a great idea.
That's true.
Must be the same sellers who say Nintendo tapes. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I grew up listening to that all the time. That's all you ever do is play them Nintendo tapes. They're not tapes, all right? They're cartridges. 8-bit and 16-bit home entertainment center cartridges.
It's okay. It's okay.
Cap says, Die Hard, Home Alone, and Christmas Vacation. Christmas Vacation, I think, ends up on a lot of lists. Coffee Madness says Krampus.
Those are for bad little boy girls.
Nice.
What?
Top 2 goals for Gotji: buy the Home Alone house, marry DJ Tanner. Die Hard says, I've always wanted to see Doctor Who. You should watch it.
Mm-hmm.
Never too late to start.
Nope.
It's a big house. Can I get in on it with you, Gotji? So before you answer, Gotji, question is, where are you going to put Cap? You going to put him up in the attic like cool Uncle Jesse, or down in the basement like pedophile Uncle
Cut it
Joey?
out.
Atari Crepe. What the hell's Christmas? Expensive. That's what it is. Dude, if we get it, we're all moving in there.
Is the real house, the facade of it, it actually is in San Francisco though, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
Oh, attic for sure. Well, damn. Does that mean we have to live in the basement? Cap to go straight to the attic.
It's warm in the attic. I don't want to live up there.
Coffee Madness. My wife was never a Doctor Who fan. Now she's a Whovian.
Nice.
Nice.
Good job.
Very good. Die Hard. I'll move into the treehouse. I want the basement so I can be by the cool furnace.
Dog's making weird noises over there.
The attic is fine as long as Fuller doesn't stay up there. He puts the bed. As long as he doesn't get Joey's alcove like he had early on. Treehouse it is. So Freaka 4 had a crush on Jodie Sweetin 2. And my Umbilica's Blossom. That's right. Oh, and the middle-aged girl in Step by Step. You guys should check out Ash the Man. He's a good dude. Show the Nintendo glove. In the background? It's so bad, though.
The power glove.
Oh, is VGM still here to see the green screen effects?
Wee.
Pardon me, Princess. What's her name? Just put those books right there. Right there. In case anyone else comes to see them. You know?
Yeah, like he'd be in our stream.
Oh, no.
Making stuff fall over. It has a hand in it already.
It does. I love the power glove. It's so bad.
He's not kidding.
Not now. Okay, now. Seriously, though.
Has anybody actually ever worn these things? They are not comfortable.
I think it's comfortable. I like it. I'd wear it all the time if it wasn't for the cord.
Mm-mm. I wore it for a Halloween costume one year. It was terrible.
That's right. She was Lady Captain.
I was Lady Captain in. Yes, I was.
Peter, it's not a green screen. He was even here.
I know.
So King Collector hasn't been playing much video games because he works in a grocery store. Well, hey, thanks for keeping the grocery store stocked, by the way. You guys are working your butts off for us.
Yes, you are.
Nina loved Punky Brewster. Nice.
I love Punky Brewster.
Punky.
I actually had a Punky Brewster doll. She was about this big.
Favorite 80s cartoons? Ooh.
Oh, I almost said X-Men, but that was 90s.
I always had a soft spot for DuckTales.
Yeah,
but
DuckTales.
I mean, G.I. Joe I probably watched the most of. I think an honorable mention would go to the Super Mario Brothers Super Show. I love the Mario cartoon, and I even like the Zelda cartoon. You know, annoying catchphrase and all. The music that they would use in the show,
me, princess.
but then the sound effects. I love that they use the video game sound effects in the show. Nice flex, Tom pose. Like firepower. Samantha Fox. There we go. Oh, Coffee Madness. I forced my dad to buy me one, a power glove. Nice.
That's funny.
Zombie says, I want a hand to put in mine so I can display them.
Yeah, all you gotta do is go online.
Think of someone that you don't like.
Nice.
Choppy, choppy. Power glove reminds me of that Bruce Campbell Netflix show.
You talking Ash versus Evil Dead?
Ooh, Coffee Madness, Dungeons and Dragons cartoon animated. That was a good one too. That, and I don't know if it was 80s, but the Conan cartoon. Was that 80s or early 90s? And King Collector wishes his store could keep toilet paper on the shelves. And Coffee Madness loves Zelda. All right. So, wow, Samantha Fox, she always wants to have some fun. Nina Ash versus Evil Dead. Yeah, that was such a good series.
It was. I think they just had it
shame.
on the wrong network.
Yeah, on Stars. I mean, I think it worked best on a cable channel, you know, so they could obviously get away with more. But
I feel like if it was on Netflix, it might have
like more of a streaming
mm-hmm.
garnered a little more attention.
Yeah, because it was really, really good. And I didn't appreciate the fact that Bruce Campbell blamed the fans for it getting canceled. Because I was like, it's not our fault.
But you're showing a better channel,
yeah.
dude.
But yeah, it was a lot of fun. And, you know, who doesn't want to see Lucy Lawless again?
So Coffee says, yes. Conan Cartoon Zombie says, the Zelda show is still one of my favorites. And Cap is asking, what should I beat for my 45th game this year? I'm always leery about recommending you play Harley's Humongous Adventure because I really, really don't know if you're going to like it or not. Plus, the other problem is I honestly never know what we're doing night to night. I usually have to ask her what's going on because I don't know. I just roll with it. So I want to be there live when you play through that one. And it's like
live, like crashing his game room live.
Yeah. Well, I mean, preferably, yes. But for the
staying
live
in
stream,
his cold basement.
Oh, that'd be so awesome. But yeah, I mean, I'll throw that one out there. If you want. You don't have to, though. VK, Captain N, the Game Master. I actually liked Captain N as well. I mean, the characters were awful, you know. Hey, we got a mega go. And Kid Icarus adding us to the end of everything. And Simon Belmont.
So King Collector has a challenge for us.
Do your best impression of a Mortal Kombat character.
Get over here!
I always liked in the first Mortal Kombat game when Raiden would like shock someone, the way he would just like hold his hands up and he'd just be like,
was he getting shocked?
That's the thing.
I know, that's what I mean. Weird. It's like no, you're doing it wrong. You're not supposed to shock yourself. Where's your best impression? Or was that it?
That's it.
Oh,
just
that
him,
was it.
Just yeah. Mine's in like an interpretive dance impression.
No.
So Conan the Adventurer was in 90s. I watched it on UPN. Nice. Cartoon with the Barbarian Hanna-Barbera. Oh gosh. Was that that's Thunder is in their name.
Thundercats?
No, not Thundercats. Oh. But nobody's talking about because it had the weird like Triceratops that would shoot things out of its horn. And like bleep and bloop or gloop and glop, they were blobs. Someone else, I know someone's Someone knows it. Herculoid. Wow. Thunder.
You were way
I
off.
was way off.
Samsonite. I was way off.
Wow. Herculoids. Oh my gosh. Why was I thinking
Gummy
Thunder?
bears. I loved gummy bears. Bouncing here and there and everywhere.
High adventure that's beyond compare.
We are the gummy bears.
Hey, Diehard, thanks so
Yes,
much for
thank
joining
you.
us.
We'll
Hope
see you on
have
the
a great
islands
night.
later.
And Coffee Madness, Space Ghost. Now, did you like the original Space Ghost, or the Coast to Coast? I was introduced to him via Coast to Coast, so I like the more zany.
And he nerds.
Space Ghost.
He
does.
George Lowe even says he nerds.
Thundar the Barbarian. That's probably what I was thinking of,
probably.
Peter. But yeah, he was talking about Herculoids, but yeah, I was mixing up my barbarians.
Let's face it, the 80s was what pretty much 80s and 90s cartoons was nothing more than to sell toys.
And Nina says, everyone have a great night. You two are awesome. Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
Freak of 4. I forgot about Xena, Warrior Princess. I had a crush on Gabrielle. Yes.
I was Callisto. I really liked her.
And Dren says, what things in your collection are you most proud of? As far as being proud of things, probably the handful of things that actually were mine as a child. Some of the older games and the boxes and everything, especially the game guides, like some of the strategy guides, like for, Chrono Trigger, Earthbound, stuff like that, that would be really hard and really expensive to find now. And the guides that I have, I mean, they're not in great shape because I use them. But the fact that I still have them, and I think that's why I'm proud of it, because I've moved so much throughout my life, and there were so many times when I would scale back the collection, either because I wanted to or life circumstances forced me to. And so the fact that I still have them, it's like, to me, it's nothing short of a miracle. It's like, how did I not sell that to get the money I might have needed at the time? Brack Show. Hey, Space Ghost! Next time you're in the Pacific Northwest, give a big hand in the hole for our friend Albert the Cloud.
Let me tell you, interviewing isn't easy, but trying to interview George Lowe is the hardest because the man just, which I love, makes it easier. But you just ask one question and he just goes. We got some good stories out of George.
Peter says, CIB Chrono Trigger because it's your kid one. And that is a good one. Yeah, still got all the posters and everything in there. And King Collector, what movies are you all ready to see in theaters? Any. We love going to our Alamo. So just to be able to go back. One of the things that we loved doing the most at Alamo was going to the movie parties.
Yes, the movie parties are great.
It was older movies, stuff that we grew up on, stuff we've seen before, but they would have props and everything. So it's more the experience. It's like, you're getting to see the movie like with your friends type of thing. Honestly,
though, I would say one that I'm looking forward to seeing, and thankfully it hasn't come out yet. I think it comes out in July, but it's the one with Ryan Reynolds. But it's the one where he's in the video game. And so I think it looks like a lot of fun where it's an NPC character realizes that they're in a video game. And
is it Extra Guy or
something like that? I don't remember, but that one looks like, Ryan aside, looks like a lot of fun. So
zombie GoBots, Transformers, Turtles.
You have some GoBots.
Yeah, I've got the station, the one that looks like an AT-AT. It's not 100% complete, and again, it's not in the best of shape because I played with my toys.
Yeah, we played with all of our toys.
So Atari Creep is heading out. Thank you so much for coming in and joining us, and for the congrats. Really, really appreciate it. Guys, so many of the people in the chat, by the way, do have YouTube channels, and I can't stress it enough.
Check them all out.
Please check them out, because one of the fun things about YouTube has been seeing like all the variety of content and everything, so it's not all video games, it's not all toys and stuff, but everyone that we've gotten to know, it's just nice.
I was going to say that's probably been my favorite part of being a YouTuber. If you want to, we are YouTubers, but getting to know people. has been my favorite thing. The friendships that we have made. It's people we never would have met otherwise, and now we talk to on a daily basis, and we can't wait to meet, or we have met and can't wait to meet again. But yeah, basically everybody is the reason that I'm enjoying and continuing to do YouTube.
We'll catch you later, VKQ. Thank you for joining us. Really, really appreciate it. But yeah, I think that's why it stung so much not getting to go to conventions this year, because
we miss people.
Sure, it'd be fun to go to a game convention and see if you can find some cool deals or see the the celebrities or the celebrities that are there. But that's legitimately all I was looking forward to, was meeting up with the people that we've developed a friendship with through YouTube, through other social media, people that we've been lucky enough to meet, like Got G and Cap, but then also getting to meet people that we're such good friends with for the first time, like Jen and Linda and Megadan and Diehard and T-Belly. I mean, there's so many people
back in the day
that we would love to meet in person. And that just, oh my gosh, like when MGC was canceled, that bummed us out.
I think we were
so
depressed
hard.
for like a week. Like we were really bummed about it. Because I mean, we went from being worried to how are we going to be able to hang out with everybody and have fit it all in the weekend, to now we don't get to see anybody. But we don't want to bring the chat down.
Well, no, yeah, that wasn't the point. It was just saying that it's like that was kind of why it sucked not getting those. But I mean, at least we get to keep in touch, like you said, through every other
I will
method.
say we, as of right now, have not asked for a refund from MGC, and we are planning to go next year. But that is next year, and things can change between now and then.
Hey, Christopher, thank you for dropping in. And exactly, Gaji. Yeah, the time can't come soon enough.
Yes.
And King Collector, I have an extra copy of World War Z, the game, on Xbox One somehow.
You've got breweries we want to visit where you are, and hopefully we have breweries that you want to visit. So we just need to, do a brewer tour. That doesn't flow as well.
A brewer tour.
A brewer tour. Burrow Duo. Take us on a tour. Touro. I don't know. I'm gonna stop.
Let's see if I can just edit this part out. Just track that back. Cut it right there.
Shut it.
So like that. Okay.
Shut up.
That first dinner at the Whatever Sports Bar is my favorite channel memory. So cool. Cocktails, beers, apps, and the fellowship at its finest. Definitely. Yeah. Oh man, that was good. Actually, we had a lot of good food while we were up there.
That one that we went to in that little tiny town where we had the hamburgers with the cheese in the onion ring on there. Oh, that was good.
Oh yeah, for the people who got the cheese in their onion ring.
I think Robert's sandwich had Big Al's written on his sandwich in ketchup or something. That was
blood.
Oh.
Yes, Dread, we would love to hang out with you as well. That'd be so cool. Zombie suggesting another $5 challenge, I'm guessing.
But this time, somebody needs to actually get a game in there, not their lunch.
Oh, Christopher, please no food talk. Also, have you done any Darkstalker? So the games, I'm guessing.
We do, but we kind of get yelled at when the cops show up, so we try not to darkstalk too much.
Nice. I've played the first one on both PS1 and Sega Saturn. There was another one I played, maybe 3 I played a lot of. And for the record, I watched, there was some kind of anime. Was it just like a limited series, or not limited series, but like a limited episode run, like 3 or 4 episodes? But I was always fascinated by that. Back in the day, anytime I could find an anime or anything based on a video game, I was all for it, whether it was good or not. Do you Funko?
I Funko, not a whole lot. I mean, I think the majority of my collection got bulked up because of like Marvel Collector Core and just a lot of my loot crates would have Funkos in them. I started collecting Funko back when there was not that many Funko Pops, so it seemed like an easy collecty thing. But now everything has a Funko, so it kind of took the fun out of it. But I will get a Funko here and there that I still think is cute. So I don't collect them all. I collect what I love.
Hope this guy's good. So tell us about the Funko that you own.
Basically, it's the franchises that I like. I have a few Doctor Who, Harry Potter ones. I've gotten you a couple Funkos.
Mhm.
I got you an Ash Williams and an Elvira Funko.
Yeah, she was cool. Although
a lot of Star Wars ones.
I don't think we've shared that video yet. So spoilers. Freakin' Forest said one of the coolest things I experienced as a kid was my parents took me to see the silent film Phantom of the Opera. That is cool. When you went to watch it, did they play any kind of music? Like, did they already have a track? Did they possibly bring someone in to do like a live music track to it? Or did they just keep it silent the whole time? And then Christopher said Darkstalkers 3. They have a great cartoon from America. Nice. I don't know if I knew about the American cartoon. And then you should get some Funko done. I would buy them.
I would love that. I would
fun.
actually love an action figure of myself. But that costs a lot of money to do that whole, like, where they scan you and put you in a car. Oh, yeah. But that would be so much fun.
Zombie saying, awesome freak. The theater here in Tucson showed Alien Jaws and a few others back in theaters for a day. I went after work. Now I can say I saw them in theaters. That's what we love about seeing some of the older movies.
Yeah,
there's been a handful that like we had never even seen before, like classic movies. Like she took me to see Coming to America for the first time because I'd never seen that one. So that was a fun one to watch in theaters.
Jaws was fun.
Yeah. Scared the crap out of me when the dead body, like the jump scare, it got me.
Gotcha.
What was it, like 30 years later, and it got me. So Coffee Madness Elvira is a must-have. I can think of 2 reasons why.
Yeah, and it's the one where she's lounging on the couch too.
So Christopher, you probably like Black Adder. Oh, that sounds familiar. It's probably been too long for me now.
I don't know. Speaking of Phantom of the Opera, though, I did get to see that on Broadway, and that was amazing. I will.
King Collector says it would be awesome to meet you in person one of these days. It really would. Yeah,
it would be fun.
We're trying when there are, when outside's open, when there are events and everything going on.
Can't close outside.
We were trying to keep the calendar on the Retro Refresh page updated to like anything that we were going to, because that was, I think that's about the only place online where we posted that we were going.
We should keep it updated.
Like far in advance.
Couch.
Nice.
Couch. Work. Couch.
Coffee Madness. We're going to do a show on the Beanie Baby. What happened? Remember?
Oh my gosh.
We still see some collections of those at flea markets. It'll be like a big bag, and it'll be like $40, and they'll have listed out like such and such. This one, because I guess it's a big deal to have that. And it's like, is it still a big deal? I mean, he said, I never knew about the backstory of Beanie Babies. Believe us, it's a very cool story. Nice. That'll be fun.
People went nuts for this.
So Black Adder is a crazy British comedy. Maybe that's
we like
why
crazy British people like Sega.
Well, I was going to say, maybe that's why it sounds familiar, because our other Dan, he watches a lot of British comedies. So he probably brought that up. He was the one that had to sit down to like the IT crowd, and there was another one that he used to put on all the time. Oh my gosh, I can't think of what I'm blanking on it though. But yeah, it was probably him then, if it was British comedy.
Yeah.
Speaking of pops, anyone else get their Baby Yoda pop? I don't think you were going for the pop,
I wasn't going for the Funko Pop, but I did get the Disney plush that's about like probably life size, because I think he was kind of little, and it's adorable. So
Coffee Madness said it's still massive. And Peter says, have you guys seen Humans? It's a British show about AI that look just like people. I guess that would make them androids. No, but I feel like someone else was talking about that, but I think that one's a little too new for it to have been Dan. So maybe that was like a Twitter thing that I saw.
Yeah.
Red Dwarf.
The Planet?
Red Dwarf. Was that the one? And we need to talk to Dan about his British shows.
No, it wasn't Red Dwarf. I know that.
Was it not?
No. If I heard the name, it would like click. So I know it wasn't Red Dwarf.
I did go through the series Spaced, but I mean, I'm a Simon Pegg fan, so I kind of had to. And it was hilarious watching that because it's like, oh, so that's where the idea for Shaun of the Dead came from.
What was the one that he was the alien? Anytime.
Oh, Paul.
Paul. I love that. Anytime.
Oh, Peter, it was me. I told you about it years ago. That was years ago when you were still here.
Yeah. When you still existed. Now you live on the other coast.
So King Collector said, I'm not promoting my channel. I will be doing unboxing on my channel here soon. Coffee Madness, it's a British comedy. Zombie Being Human was way better on BBC Network than Sci-Fi. Freak of Four, I believe the whole movie was silent, but that was 25 plus years ago. Local theater showed Labyrinth, The Never-Ending Story, The Karate Kid. Check out Red Dwarf if you love British comedies. Nice. We got to watch The Karate Kid at the Alamo.
Yes.
But I don't think they've ever done Labyrinth or Never-Ending
I would
Story.
love for them to do Labyrinth. That's one of my
That's really weird.
Movies.
They go for a lot of movies like that.
They've done Never-Ending Story, but not as a movie party.
Okay. Maybe that's
because I was debating on going, but since it wasn't a movie party, I was like, no, I'm holding out for a movie party. But I love Labyrinth.
As long as, you know, David Bowie's not like right here.
He reminds me of the Babe.
What Babe?
Babe with the power.
What power?
Power of voodoo.
Who do?
You do.
Do what?
Remind me of the Babe. Ah! Are we married or what?
Oh, man. All right. Well, I think we're coming in on just about 2 hours.
Yeah, we probably should wrap it up.
We should probably wrap it up. Stop stealing everyone's time. But also think we're going to get something to eat and everything. Maybe a little bit of video game time in.
Some island is calling me.
I think so. But guys, Coffee Baddest, you guys are spectacular. Thank you. You guys are spectacular. If you guys ever want some daily trivia, some conversation starters, icebreakers, that's the place to go right there.
You know, I was actually trying to think of this when we were talking about Labyrinth. Another movie that I absolutely love is Legend.
Yeah.
With Tim Curry and Tom Cruise.
Tim Curry role.
Back when Tom Cruise wasn't crazy.
But guys, nerdlings, thank you so much for coming in and joining us. Yes. Especially if you were here live, and even if for any reason someone was crazy enough to watch this all after the fact, we really appreciate it. More than anything, though, thank you so much for all of your support for 3 years now. I never would have thought that we would still be doing a YouTube channel after 3 years. It's probably a drop in the hat for most people, but to us, it's a huge deal because it's been a labor of love, and I mean, we definitely do it for you guys now, because what started out as an insurance backup has become something.
Although
so
everybody
much
keeps
more.
posting rumors that it's a green screen behind us, so the insurance company won't believe us. So we have to go back and touch it every once in a while, pull stuff out of it.
But again, thank you guys so much for joining us and for everything. So we really hope that you have a great night. And, you know, we're going to steal Discard's line. Collect what you love.
Yeah. He needs to just give that up to us. Because he should be display what you love, and we collect what you love so that he can show you how to display what you love.
He should. Well, guys, you guys have an awesome night. And remember, if we like it,
we nerd it.
Have a good night, guys.
Bye, kids.